Hi everyone, and welcome to Jane Talks Real. It's Slayer Sunday, where I'll be talking about and reviewing all the episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer in order. Today I'm looking at Season 3, Episode 16, Doppelgangland. We begin the episode with Anya being told off by this dude D'Hoffrun, who is mad that she keeps asking for her powers back. Willow, meanwhile, is floating some CGI while they talk about Faith, who Buffy wants to beat in training. And into the credits we go. Snyder mocks these two bad fashion choices. Forces Willow to tutor this dude Percy, who is flunking hard, but is an important jock, and Snyder doesn't want a repeat of what happened in Go Fish. And wait, who is this? Surely Snyder doesn't have a child. Willow moans to Buffy that she's sick of being ordered around, and then immediately does what Giles asks, before Faith comes in with an exhausted Wesley in tow. We get half a throwaway line from Giles about the council evaluating her, but are we just going to forget she got arrested for stabbing a dude and blaming it on Buffy? She notices Willow attempting to hack into Mayor Dick's files and goes to tell him, who gifts her with a shiny new place to live. Oz is back with new hair after filming Austin Powers, and Willow gets upset that he didn't tell her about his band's gig. But when he invites her to the next one, she says no and runs to catch up to Percy. He tells her to do his history homework for him, and then Buffy calls her old reliable, which upsets her further. Whoa, that's a collection of blue stripes. Willow storms off, and where are these two going now? Anya stops Willow in the hall, who is suddenly interested when she asks for her help with a spell, and they break out this awesome plate, where Anya explains she just wants her necklace back, but during the spell, Willow gets visions of what happened during the wish. Willow is not cool with what Anya is dabbling in.
Magic is dangerous, Anya. It's not to be toyed with.
Oh really, Willow? Really? Vampire Willow wakes up in Sunnydale and things are weird because this couple seem to be stuck in a time loop. She goes to the Bronze where this unique hairstyle is sat singing about writing on chairs and keys for mouths, and maybe I've woken up in a weird place. Vamp Willow runs into Percy, who tells her to go home and do his homework, but she flings him over the pool table, and Xander comes in just in time to rescue him from getting strangled. Vamp Willow grabs Xander's ass, which he does not appreciate, and complains that things are different before Buffy rocks up, commenting on her new look. But Willow tells her she doesn't like her, and when Buffy tries to stop her leaving, she gets her fangs out. Vamp Willow gets jumped by two vampires, and it's kinda cool to see Alison Hannigan kicking ass. So when she beats them down, they admit that they work for the mayor, and she recruits them to get Sunnydale back to the way it was. Buffy and Xander tell Giles, and they all mope around the library.
She was truly the finest of all of us.
Way better than me.
Much, much better.
Buffy blames herself for what happened before the real Willow walks in.
Jeez, who died? Oh God, who died?
And Xander sticks a cross in her face, which obviously doesn't do anything. They have a group hug, with Giles joining in, and Willow wants to know what's going on.
Something, very strange is happening.
Can you believe the Watchers Council let this guy go?
Anya is sulking at the Bronze while Angel chats to Oz, just as the Vamp squad bust in, and when Oz sees Vamp Willow, he sends Angel to sneak out to get help. Vamp Willow picks this girl Sandy out of the crowd and makes an example of her before biting her, which does turn her into a vampire, and although this is not revealed until season 5, I'm going to count it here. Oz tries to talk her down, but Anya steps in and explains that Willow is lost and needs to get back to her own reality. Angel bursts into the library to deliver the bad news.
Willow's dead. Hey, Willow.
And they bring him up to speed before heading for the Bronze. But Willow says she'll catch up. Too bad Vamp Willow was hiding out in the library, and she wants Willow to help send her back home. But when she rejects her advances, Vamp Willow punches her across the desk, so Willow retaliates with the tranq gun.
Bitch.
Willow comments to the others that her counterpart seems gay. Nice foreshadowing. Before they all head to the Bronze, with Willow all dressed up.
Gosh, look at those.
She goes inside and tells Anya she killed Willow before sending a vamp outside to investigate a noise, and he gets a good staking. She signals to Oz that she's regular Willow, which is cute, while Cordelia comes across Vamp Willow locked up in the library, but refuses to let her out until they've had a chat about the time Willow kissed Xander. Willow, trying to act all cool, gets her hand stuck in this Tara lookalike's hair, and while the show does a lot of foreshadowing, apparently this actress's resemblance to Amber Benson was purely coincidental. Anya is onto her when she suggests not killing everyone, while Cordelia finishes her lecture and sets Willow free, only to be chased through the school. Wesley hears the screaming and rushes to the rescue. Good for him! But then Cordelia scares him. Classic. With Anya and Alphonse advancing on her, Willow screams, bringing in the cavalry, and she punches Anya.
Ow, 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 happy, but ow!
A big fight breaks out, with Vamp Willow chucking Oz at Devon, and after fighting with Xander, a vampire gets dusted by Giles. With Vamp Willow besting regular Willow, Buffy kills Alphonse with a pool cue and rushes up to help, but Willow screams for her to stop, so she does.
Nice reflexes. Well, I work out.
With the bronze cleared out, Giles and Anya prepare the spell to send Vamp Willow back to where she came from.
Good luck. Try not to kill people.
The spell works and she returned to the Wishverse a second before Oz stakes her. Gutting. The episode ends with Willow wearing a nice jumper, but not with that skirt, and Percy doing his own homework. This episode was a lot of fun, a favourite amongst fans with a score of 9.2 on IMDb, and the cast, and it's not hard to see why. Although it's a silly, fun episode, it also serves as the hub for a lot of storylines. We obviously get a mirror of the episode The Wish, and Alison Hannigan does a great job portraying both roles. We get the return of Anya and look at her ruthlessness at getting what she wants, which will continue throughout the show's run, as well as Cordelia finally confronting Willow over the events of Lover's Walk, which is great for her character development, seeing as lately she's just been devolved into a snippy, mean girl. We also see a recurring pattern of Cordelia being attracted to people who save her, and Wesley gets a brief moment to show his sort of bravery. We get foreshadowing of Willow's gay storyline in Season 4, and initially Whedon didn't know which character would be gay, so he foreshadowed for both Willow and Xander. There are a lot of great lines in this episode, again too many to show, and the whole cast were on point with their comedic timing. And I like how each of the characters reacted to thinking Willow is dead, especially Giles. It's also a pretty relatable episode, as I know I've been in a place where I thought I was just boring and reliable and wanting to change who I was, before realising that it's just better to be me. The Faith having no consequences thing at the beginning made no sense, but there are a few points that are really important. The first is Giles deliberately not calling Faith to help with the situation at the Bronze, because she cannot be trusted around civilians. And the second further cements her being the shadow version of Buffy. Buffy was about to stake Vamp Willow when regular Willow screamed for her to stop, and she did. Faith was in exactly the same situation. She was about to stake Alan when Buffy screamed at her to stop, but she didn't. Either because she didn't want to, or she doesn't have the reflexes that Buffy does. Little details like that are what makes this show so damn good. As we already counted Vampire Willow's death at the hands of Oz in The Wish, I'm not going to count it again. So we have one transformation, Sandy, sired by Willow, and 3 vampire deaths. This henchman, staked by Buffy outside the Bronze, some rando vamp staked by Giles, and Alphonse, staked with a pool cue by Buffy, who's used this weapon before. That brings our running total to 35 humans, 5 transformations, 45 vampires, 16 demons, and 4 zombies. So there you have it. That was Doppelgangland. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, or come say hi on social media. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button, it really does mean a lot. Or consider subscribing if you want more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching, I'll speak to you soon, and don't let the vampires bite.